Oh, shoot, man. Okay.
Bobis,
Yes, babe.
why did you take off the Barong Tagalog?
Oh, I was only wearing the Barong Tagalog, guys, for my thumbnail. And the reason why I was wearing the Barong Tagalog is just my allegiance and my loyalty.
What's
Yes,
allegiance?
that's loyalty,
That's loyalty.
right? To the
Why
Philippines.
did you just say loyalty?
Because, I want to be. Anyway, that's the point of this video. You know what I'm saying? I love the Philippines. I love everything about it. I love the traditions. I love the culture. And just being here, man. I mean, this is a place that I originally came here. Remember, how long was I supposed to be here when I first came here, Queenie? Do you remember?
10 days.
10 days. It's 6 years later. and let me tell you guys why, right? And this isn't all the reasons why, but this is 10 reasons why I'm never leaving the Philippines. And if I can help it, I'm staying for good. Let's get into it. I love, love, love the white sand beaches of the Philippines. And living in Iligan City, dude, just about 20 minutes away, there's an area called Initao, right? And it has the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen in my life. That was one of the things that let me know, oh wow, I'm in a whole different place. You know what I'm saying? When we first came to the Philippines, we were in Cebu. Cebu has even got beautiful places. I mean, like Samalan Island, places like this or whatever. This natural beauty was the initial wake-up call for me. Like, dude, I'm really in paradise, right? And coming from the bricks, coming from where I come from, ain't no beaches, ain't no beautiful views, nothing like that. So I'm like a kid in the candy store. I'm like, wow. She's like, you never seen a nice beach before? I'm like, no, not like this. Number 2, and I've talked about this before, so let's get it out of the way early. Yes, for a foreigner, the cost of living is phenomenal, man. It's so good to be able to live the life that you feel like you deserve as a retired veteran, as a disabled veteran. Everything is more affordable here for a foreigner. And it ain't even about being cheap. Well, I am a little cheap. No, it's not about being cheap, but it's about being livable. I can actually breathe, right? Take care of my family and still have a little left over to enjoy life. That's what it's about. Plus, the Philippines has taught me to live smarter, not harder. And that reason alone, okay, is reason enough to stay here in the Philippines. Number 3, my social life skyrocketed. Believe it or not, skyrocketed when I came to the Philippines. Why is that? Making friends here as an expat is very, very easy. First of all, because the locals are welcoming, they're friendly, they're curious about you. Like, who that big old black bald head guy right there? Damn, is that Shaq? Right? Because they think I'm either, now I'm gonna tell y'all, because I know y'all gonna say it in the comments, they either say I look like Shaq, they say I look like David Cormier. How you gonna have the last name Cormier? No, he's a good fighter. He's an MMA fighter. He'll kick my ass. So I'm not joking on you, David Cormier, okay? Daniel Cormier or something like that. They say I look like this guy, right? I guess I have that type of face that looks like a couple of different celebrities. So that helps. And they run up to me, Shaquille. No, Dean is fine.
What you always say?
I tell them I'm the broke Shaquille, okay? But either way, even if I didn't have that type of face, the Kababayan are very, very welcoming, right? And I love that, man. I love their friendliness. I love that there's an expat community here of other foreigners that want to get to know other foreigners here. Plus the genuine smiles and happiness, of the people here. It makes it easy. It makes it an easy environment to become friends, to become amigos, right? Like they say here in Mindanao, amigo, brother. Do y'all say brother? B-R-A-D-E-R, brother. Damn. But it makes it easy to find friends. Number 4, endless possibilities and places to explore, right? I'm an adventurous type person, man. And being in the land of the Kababayan is the perfect place for someone who is seeking adventure. There's about 7,641 islands here. Some of them that might not even been discovered yet, right? But the known islands, each one of them has their own adventures there. Each one of them has their own, dialects and things to learn and culture and heritage. And oh my God, it's just a lot, right? Right? And how many islands have I been to so far? 3. But I gotta get around. I gotta travel some more. Okay. But I've been to Luzon. Okay. I've lived in Visayas and now I'm living in Mindanao, right? That's 3 islands right there just in the 6 years that I've been here. So if there's 7,600 and what?
641 islands.
Okay, then I got 7,638 to go. Is that the right math? Damn! Let's travel. Nah, but we'll get out and get on more adventures and stuff, and we're gonna film it all. Okay, but before all that, wait, let's slow down. Listen, guys. If you're loving the video, you're loving the vibe, you're loving everything that we're talking about, I want you to do your boy a solid. Damn! And hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, but not only to subscribe, make sure you always hit the notification bell so you can know whenever we drop new content. Because this channel is all about my life, my experiences, and of course, my crazy opinions about living here in the land of the Kababayan, the Philippines. We got to get to number 5, and that is about the food here of the Philippines. Filipino food it slaps, okay? It's bussin'. Whatever term you want to say about it, it's really, really good food. Whether the home-cooked food, the street food, right? The desserts, that's one thing that the Filipinos have gotten right is that good grub. Dang! And, sometimes people think that my channel is a food channel. I'll go up to people and they'll say, "Oh, you're the food vlogger." I'm like, do I eat that much on my channel? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but maybe it's because my food videos are like some of the most popular videos on the channel. So a lot of people have seen me and know me for that, for stuffing my face with grub. You know what I'm saying? Right? And so, yeah, man, that is a big part of the pool. Okay, for me and for a lot of other foreigners, is the great food and the colorful, layered and cultured, cuisine here in the Philippines. Now, I'm not gonna say I've liked every food in the Philippines. Dorian, okay, balut, no. Those foods are very beloved, and like Dorian, balut, and all that stuff like that. But it's a little different for us foreigners, for our tastes. But when you're talking about sisig, okay. When you're talking about beefsteak Tagalog, okay. When you're talking about, oh my God, sizzling bulalo, triple, okay. You know what I mean? These foods are great, dude. When you go to the street food scene, all of the great barbecues that you can have, and as I told you before on another video, the street food scene here is very layered because it got popular over the years because of its affordability. So they got the best street food scene in the world, okay? They got the most interesting desserts in the world. I ain't never ate leche flan before I came here. What the heck is a leche flan? I was asking Queenie, is it a fruit? Everybody said in the comments, it's just milk, Dean. Damn, they make milk taste like that? What the? I love the Kababayan. That stuff is amazing, dude. And it's some simple things that they take and it tastes beautiful. It tastes wonderful, delicious. Okay, leche flan is basically milk, butter, cream. Like what? I don't know the process, okay? But listen, it's simple, but it tastes great. It tastes delicious. And that's what I've learned here. A lot of the simple foods are like really, really delicious, dude. One thing that I learned here, and it actually helped me through Queenie's family, is that families in the Philippines have a very close bond, right? The type of bond that us in the Western world could learn from, okay? As opposed to getting kicked out of the house when you're 18 years old in America, right? In the Philippines, 3 or 4 generations of people stay in the same house, right? For their whole life. sometimes. They stick together, man. And it ain't just because they poor, they're poor, so that's why they stick together. No, it's ingrained in the culture, okay, to have this communal type spirit, okay, and a spirit of loyalty to your familia, okay, to your bloodline, to your tribe. This is important in the Philippines. I found this out firsthand from Queenie's family, because let me tell you, Queenie has got a big family, okay? And if you watch my Jollibee video where about 20 people came in there with us, you'll see what I did. I had a couple of big bowls of rice from home stashed in the vehicle, and we took it into Jollibee. I'm kind of sneaky tip. But you gotta be smart though, dude, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you have a big family like that, but also a big family helps you understand who you are, okay? A big family lets you know that you ain't out here alone, that somebody got your back, and that's what it's about, okay? And that's something that I learned in the Philippines. Now, when her family pops up unannounced, knock, knock, surprise, do I get a little upset? Yeah, sometimes. Because in America, you got to call before you come, no matter what. Okay, because the person could be home and you knock on the door. If you didn't call, they'll probably just look out the peephole and just watch you. Okay, that's America, right? But in the Philippines, there's pop-up visits. The family loves each other so much, they can't be away from each other for too long. Okay, this is why you get these pop-up visits, okay? And so to all of my future expats here, when you're with a Filipina, just expect that her family is gonna pop up, because familia is important here in the land of the Kababayan. Speaking of family and stuff like that, I feel, and this is just my opinion, I feel that it's better raising a family here in the Philippines than back home. People talk a whole bunch of crap about how the Philippines has, corruption and crime and all that stuff or whatever. But let me tell you something. In the 6 years that I've been living in the Philippines, the amount of crime that I've seen is so minimal. And then when you talk about things that affected my immediate circle, maybe one time something has happened that was a little crazy, whatever, in 6 years, okay? Listen, in America, where I grew up at, dude, violence, drugs, all this crazy stuff that was going on, that was a daily thing that I had to deal with, okay? Now, I know the Philippines has their share of these things as well, whatever, but if you coming from the Western world, you can tell the Kababayan around you like, no, this is way more safer and way more tame compared to where we come from, right? So yeah, it is a little more poor, it is more developing and stuff like that, but to raise kids, an innocent soul, an innocent heart growing up, needs a place where they can develop, not a place where they're always in constant fear of somebody stealing their stuff or having to get into a fight all the time with somebody, or having to defend yourself from constant bullying and stuff like that. This is what I grew up with in America. My kids don't deal with that. So you may talk shit about the Philippines and say, oh, it's a poor country, it's a third world country, and all that stuff, but my kids have a great life. And they have a better life, I feel, than they would if I would have raised them back home. Okay, so when I talk about it's better to raise a family here, I'm talking about my kids, because I love them more than I love myself. And I want them to have a positive, nurturing, welcoming environment. Although it's hot as hell, it's very, very welcoming and wholesome here in the Philippines. And that's why I feel like, yeah, man, raising a family is way better here. Okay, so that's another reason I'm never gonna leave, dog. Number 8, I love the pace of the Philippines. And maybe because I'm getting a little older now, I used to be really fast. I was a United States Marine guy. I'm like, let's go, left, right, left, you know what I mean? When I was younger. I'm 45 years old now, guys. Okay, I've lived the lifetime of 2 men, probably, with all the things that I've been through, all the things that I've seen. I'm to the point now, man, I just want to chill, man. I don't need a fast-paced life. And that's another reason why I moved to the province. Okay, I'm lying. The reason we moved to the province is because she got pregnant and she wanted to be back close to her mom. Damn! But I will say this, okay, because when we first came to the Philippines, we moved to Cebu and it was crazy. Cebu is lit, okay? You know what I mean? And I enjoyed that. When we got here, okay, to Iligan City, Mindanao, which is more like a provincial. It's a big city province, but it's still the province. Okay, I noticed that the tempo of everything was a lot slower. There's a lot less cars out than Cebu and everything like this or whatever. Now, when I first came here initially, I'm like, where are all the people at? What's going on in here, right? But after a while, I began to really enjoy the calm, laid-back pace, okay, of the province.
So how about the business ideas that you've been telling me about?
Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good one. She just said, tell you guys about the business ideas that I've been having here. And that brings me into a good one. There are so many opportunities here in the Philippines if you have an open mind. If you're creative, strategic, or just willing to figure things out, this place is full of doors to open. Businesses, some simple businesses or whatever that foreigners can actually own. Of course, you can't own the property. That has to be in your girl's name or your wife's name. But simple businesses, dude. Water, okay, is a big industry here. Okay, an industry that's not really big in America like that because we drink water right out of our faucet. Here in the Philippines, they don't drink the tap water. There's water stations strategically set all around different barangays or whatever for people to get water. These places make money, okay? Everybody doesn't have washers and dryers here in the Philippines. So laundry mats are very popular in the Philippines. Those type of businesses make money, okay? Online consulting makes money. All these things make money. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Transportation. If you invest in, a jeepney or whatever. I have a friend right now who I'm in talks of about investing in a jeepney company with them. We're going to have 2 or 3 jeepneys or whatever. Dude, when you come here to the Philippines as a foreigner, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to hire you at the mall. Okay, they're not going to hire you at Jollibee. Okay, they're not going to hire you at the grocery store. No, you're a foreigner. They're going to open them jobs up for the kababayan. Okay, and I don't blame them. And I'm not saying it's illegal to work in the Philippines as an American, but I'm just saying it's going to be harder for you as an American to get a job here. So what do? You open your mind and you invest your money into your own businesses here. This is the best way to go for an expat. Okay, leave the job market here in the Philippines for the Filipinos because it's already hard enough for them to get sufficient work. So leave that for them. Let them get the jobs that are left here. And you, as a foreigner coming here, if you want to make extra money, build your own company, build your own businesses. I just told you, the Philippines is full of opportunities. I just told you of just a couple that are in my mind already. So you got to be open-minded. You got to be willing to work. Okay? And so, that's one of the things that keeps me here is my future plans, right? To own businesses, that help out the community and also help me take care of my family. And last but not least is the fact that I've found inner peace here in the Philippines. And peace isn't just the absence of problems. It's like an essence, okay, that grounds you. You can feel it all around you. You can feel the vibe. I can really be me and just chill, dude. That's peace. And that's what I found here in the Philippines, okay? A sense of belonging, a sense of pride. When I look at my little half Filipino, half American children, and people look at them and all like, wow, look how curly their hair is, and this and that. And then they look at me and say, wow, how tall are you? Everything is wow, everything is smiles. And that's why I ain't never going nowhere. Ding! So you heard it from me, Dean the Expat. Why I'm not leaving. I want to stay here for good, guys. Okay, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when we drop. And watch this video right here because YouTube says to watch it. So watch it. Ding! All right, guys. Peace.